What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. I know I am. If you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam, you will be visited by a ghost. Yeah, I don't make the rule, guys. I just follow them. And this ghost is not just any ghost. It is the ghost of Scooby-Doo himself. I don't know if you guys realize this. Scooby-Doo is a dog, and that show came on 50 years ago. So, he's been a ghost for a while now, and trust me, he's not a nice one. You don't want to risk it. Anyways, as you guys can see today, I'm going to be talking about my scariest experience or my ghost story. I don't really know what I titled this video, to be honest. I haven't decided yet. I don't know what the thumbnail is either, but regardless, we're going to be talking about the time where I got the absolute expletive, the naughty word for poo-poo, scared out of me by the scariest thing I've ever seen, all right? And like, listen, I know a lot of you guys are going to think this story's fake because trust me, if I heard it, I wouldn't believe it either. But since I experienced it firsthand, I can promise you it's 100% real, but it's terrifying. And without further ado, let's get into it. So when I was in high school, I was dating this girl who really believed in spooky things, you know, ghosts, skeletons, goblins. At one point, I think she thought Harry Potter was real, and I was like, no, sweetheart, that's just Daniel Radcliffe with glasses. And regardless, you know, she would always want to do scary things. For the most part, I was down because I don't believe in anything paranormal, all right? Like, if she was like, oh, let's go into the sewers because there's ghosts, I would be terrified of rats and alligators and homeless people, not ghosts, because I just never believed in any of that stuff. Now, obviously, you guys can call me silly or believe me, whatever you want to do, I don't really care. I just didn't believe in ghosts at all, and to be honest, I'm still really skeptical of what's going on. If I had any logical explanation for the story you're about to hear, trust me, I would have used it by now. But basically, one day she's like, hey, there's this mountain near Las Vegas called Mount Charleston, and she goes, hey, there's a cabin up there that apparently is super, super haunted, and I want to go to it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. And, you know, because I wanted to impress the girl, I was like, yeah, that's whatever. Now, obviously, I didn't think the cabin was haunted. By no means was I sitting there like, yeah, I bet you we're about to pull up to the cabin, and the ghosts are going to be sitting there like, ayo, what's up? It's your boy, a Rice Gum, back with another video, you know, like, that's just not what I thought was going to happen. Obviously, I'm a little afraid of going to the middle of nowhere to a cabin in the middle of the woods with this girl, but hey, if it makes me look dope and it gets me some action, then I'm down for it. So we plan to go to this cabin, and I'm looking it up, and apparently somebody was murdered in this cabin, so the police, you know, basically shut it down. No one wanted to buy it because when you buy a house, they have to disclose if somebody's died in the house. And so obviously, when you're shopping for a cabin in the woods, hearing that somebody died in your cabin in the woods 9 times out of 10 is not a good place or a good way to sell your cabin. Like what? The real estate agent's gonna pull up with, and this is where she was decapitated. Yeah, you can actually see right here. Like, no. That's not how you say sell a house. I mean, I'm not a real estate agent, but something tells me that doesn't work. So whatever. The weekend comes, and she's like, okay, let's go. So we hop in the whip, you know, the mom car that I had, and we bool on out to this mountain, and we stumble upon this cabin, and we get there around dusk. And you know, I'm usually not a giant scaredy cat, but something about the atmosphere, the lighting, I don't know what it was, but I'm looking at this sketchy cabin being backlit by the sun, and I'm like, oh my god, this place is haunted. Like, I don't know what it is, but, you know, a chill went down my spine, and she's like, okay, are you ready to go in? And I'm like, yeah. And 9 times out of 10, I would only be scared of realistic things. Like, I'd be like, someone could break into a cabin and make me go missing. You know, that's a possibility. But ghosts were never the issue. So, whatever. We go inside, and I'm not even kidding. I felt like I was in Silent Hill or Resident Evil. Like, I felt like I was in Five Nights at Freddy's. 100%, any moment, King Zaboomafoo himself was going to jump out of the closet and hit me with the yeehaw, and then I was going to have to ride my Old Town Road down to Lil Nas X's house. I don't know what that sentence was, but it came out of my mouth. So, whatever. We set up our sleeping bags in the living room. Like, there really wasn't a living room, okay? All the windows were kicked out, and there was crap everywhere, you know? But whatever, we set up our stuff in what I think used to be a living room. I didn't really be able to make out what everything was, but it looked like it used to be a living room at one point, right? And my girlfriend immediately starts being like, okay, let's go exploring. And I don't know why. I just had this feeling in the pit of my stomach. I was like, no, don't go exploring. Like, trust me, you're not gonna like what you find. Trust me, you're not gonna enjoy it. But whatever, I was being peer pressured by a cute girl, so obviously I send it, okay? I'm like, yeah, you know, I know in horror movies they say to trust your gut, and every time someone doesn't, they die, but chicks, let's go, full send. You know, if there's a ghost here ready to end me, let's get it on, Donkey Kong. That way I don't have to turn in my homework I haven't done yet. Like, if you think about it, it kind of is a win-win. I get killed by a ghost, I prove that ghosts exist, and I don't have to do my homework, and I don't have to worry about my girlfriend anymore. Like, it's really a dub. So anyways, we go out exploring, right? And we're like getting getting into the basement. And I don't know why, but as soon as we step into the basement, I just get this feeling of like, nah, dog, get out of here. And I trust my gut. I've seen enough horror movies to know what's going on. So I'm kind of like, yeah, no, I'm not going further into the basement. And she's like, yeah, me neither. I got a bad feeling. So we go back up into the living room. We're chilling in our sleeping bags. And like, I'm telling you, I don't know if when we went into the basement, we woke up the demon or like pissed off the ghost or whatever. Like we didn't, I don't know, like we emoted him on after we knocked him in Fortnite or whatever. But as soon as we're like getting settled in again, there starts to be these noises coming from the basement. And when I say noises, it almost sounds like something's getting dragged across the floor. Now at this point in my head, I'm like, nope. The level of nope is untouchable. I actually feel like running away, screaming like a little girl. But of course, there's a girl in the picture and I have to act tough. And she's like, what do you think it is? And I'm like, probably a raccoon. I don't know. I don't think raccoons are dragging dead bodies across the floor, but hey, maybe raccoons have gotten increasingly violent in the past couple years, all right? I'm by no means a raccoon expert. Who knows? So I'm trying to keep it cool. There's noises coming from the basement that, by the way, apparently somebody died in, no big deal. Just no reason to be crapping your pants except for the fact that maybe somebody died in the basement of the house where you're hearing noises. So after about an hour of it getting dragged around, the noises slow down. So we go a little bit outside and we make a fire and we start cooking our food that we brought with us, right? And like ever since the noises stopped, I'm feeling way more confident, okay? Now, when there's raccoons dragging other dead raccoons around in the basement, I'm not feeling too hot. I'm not too confident. But when there's no raccoons making noises, that's when it's Scrubby's time to shine, all right? So I'm acting confident. I'm like, oh, are you scared? Like, here, hold my hand. Look at how tough I am. And 30 seconds ago, I was about to ditch you to the raccoon and let you die in the basement. But hey, now, baby, it's me and you to the end of time. 1v1 me, no scopes only. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even dump you for a Fortnite skin, girl. So I'm acting all tough, and that's when I see this. So I'm sitting in the back of the fire, and I'm looking at the cabin, and in the window, I start to see something moving, okay? And my first thought is instantly, oh, there's somebody else in the cabin. But then I realize that it's moving back and forth, and I can see, like, through it, okay? And there's no curtains. There's nothing. It's just, like, I can see this thing, and I'm telling you, dog, I do not believe in ghosts. To this day, I still really don't. There's got to be a logical explanation because I don't think ghosts is a logical explanation. But at this point, I'm freaking out, all right? Like, my cheeks are so clenched, I could craft a diamond in between these cheeks, okay? Like, I am petrified. But whatever. I don't say anything to her because she's going to be like, oh, let's go look it out. And I've seen enough horror movies to know every time you go to check it out, you die. Like, that's just automatic. Boom, you're done. So whatever. We go inside and we're trying to go to bed. And she passes out. I'm like, girl, we are in a haunted house, okay? I still don't have an explanation, but then I start hearing noises, all right? It sounds like whispering coming from the walls. And listen, I don't believe it. Like, I'm telling you guys, I don't believe in ghosts. I just have no logical explanation. Like, if it takes the words out of my mouth, it's got to be pretty scary because I don't shut up ever. But, like, basically, I'm hearing whispering coming from the walls, and it sounds like people's nails, like, being dragged along the edge of the house. And the entire night, I don't sleep at all because I'm basically paranoid that the second I'm closing my eyes, I'm going to wake up to, like, a zombie nun in my face standing over me like, hello, Ryan. Like, I'm not trying to play games and get eaten by a zombie, okay? So I'm freaking out. I don't sleep a wink the entire night. I literally pull an all-nighter, and the entire night, there's, like, these noises and whispering coming from the wall, and it sounds like something's getting dragged through the basement again. And like, before anyone in the comments, oh, someone was messing with you, we were outside, we were inside, we were in the basement. Like, we would have seen somebody or something messing with us, okay? If Scooby-Doo and the gang of Shaggy the Pothead can figure out when somebody's messing with them, I promise you that I would have been able to figure out. And I'm telling you, I have no logical explanation for where the sounds are coming from. I have no logical explanations about where any of this was coming from. All I know is I'm sitting here and I'm 99% sure I'm in the middle of a haunted cabin in the woods, and at any second, I'm 100% gonna get eaten by a zombie and I absolutely die. So the next morning, she rolls over and she's like, wow, I haven't slept that good in ages. And I'm like, well, good for you. I'm glad to know that if there was a real ghost, the one time there's actually something scary, you sleep. Every other time when there's nothing at all, you're fine. But no, fine. I'm so glad to know that you're an attack dog, all right? Anything out of place, ooh, it's not getting past you. If there was a ghost and you were the only one that we had to rely to guard us, we'd all be doomed. Thank you for that. You're the reason I had to come to this stupid haunted house, and you're the reason that I'm leaving terrified. And like I said, to this day, I have no explanation for what happened. I have no idea what happened, if you want me to be honest with you. I'm terrified. I never went back to that cabin. Anytime somebody brings it up, I'm like, nope, and I tell them the story. I'm 100% certain that place was legit haunted. I don't have a logical explanation. If anyone has a logical explanation for something getting dragged through the basement, whispering in the walls, and tapping on the edge of the house all night, please let me know, because I would love a logical explanation so that way I don't feel like I'm a crazy person trying to convince people that ghosts exist every day. But on that note, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the video. And, of course, turn on post notifications if you don't already. Today's notification shout-out goes to the one, the only. I have to scroll down because I promised I was going to give it to somebody in particular. And I don't want to mess up and ruin their day because that would suck. And it goes to Bree Daisy. Shout out to you for having notifications on. If you want to have notification shout out, turn on notifications, send me a screenshot on my Instagram @Scrubby, and I shout somebody out every day. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot and stay hydrated. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow with another video. I'm out. Peace.